The last thing insane that happened last night is almost, you know what? Let me not even describe it. Let me just play it.
Business, though, does get a little tired, Charlie. I mean, I'd ask you to go back through history and figure out where are these contributions that have been made by these other categories of people that you're talking about. Where did any other subgroup of people contribute more to civilization?
And white people?
Than Western civilization itself, that's rooted in Western Europe, Eastern Europe, and the United States of America, and every place where the footprint of Christianity settled the world. That's all of Western civilization.
Yeah. So that's Representative Steve King, Republican Steve King, on MSNBC last night, speaking with Chris Hayes. And he challenged us. He said, I'd ask you to go back through history and figure out where are these contributions that have been made by these other categories of people that you're talking about. For context, the question came from one of the guests on the panel. He said, how do you feel about the GOP, the audience being overwhelmingly white and not having any diversity? And do you feel like that's problematic? And King's response essentially was, this is getting old. This is getting tired. I'd ask you to go through history and figure out where are these contributions that have been made by these other categories of people. And he referred to them as subgroups of people. Where did any other subgroup of people contribute more to civilization? And then he expanded it and said Western civilization. Okay. He asked us to do it, so we'll do it. Where did people of color actually contribute to civilization? Well, first of all, civilization itself, ancient Mesopotamia, our legal system, the laws, the Code of Hammurabi, algebra from the Islamic world. Algebra itself came from the Islamic world. Advanced astronomy from the Islamic world. Paper, the paper we write on, from the Chinese civilization. From the printing press, the Chinese. Gunpowder, from the Chinese. The compass, from the Chinese. Clocks, from the Chinese. I mean, should we go on and on and on? Let's skip a few generations and go to the contributions that African Americans have made to America. The fact that African Americans helped build this nation, not figuratively, but quite literally. James Baldwin stated that our bones, our ancestors, our bones are buried here. So this quote unquote subgroup that King is referring to, we actually help not only build civilization itself, but build America directly. The White House, because they could not get labor from a call that they put out for labor, they had to revert and get slaves to help build the White House. You also have contributions in science from people like Charles Drew and the blood transfusion, which millions of people would be dead right now because if not for his contribution. And let's not talk about our society in general, where we live and enjoy all of the frivolous things that we enjoy today, that we still are exploiting cultures that are non-European, non-white cultures. Our chocolate we are getting from slave labor. Factories in China right now, people are working so hard to produce our technologies in our iPhone. People are literally killing themselves to be not even willing contributors to this society, but we are exploiting them throughout history. If we want to talk about the things that white people, because, white people have contributed some things to society. Europeans specifically have contributed things to our society, including apartheid, including the machine gun, including the Atlantic slave trade, including the opium wars, including all of the things that are leading to this climate catastrophe that we're heading towards. Those are quite literally benefits of the white community, of the European culture. Now, Are there some good things that white people in European society have given us? Absolutely. But the point is not for us to compare and say one has done more than the other. The point is, don't sit there as an elected representative in the United States House of Representatives and completely erase the entire history of people of color, black and other, what we have contributed to this civilization. And it's almost so ridiculous that I shouldn't even address it. But the problem is, this is not some random white supremacist website. This is a sitting U.S. representative who genuinely believes that subgroups have not contributed to Western civilization, when in fact the exact opposite is true. Without these quote unquote subgroups, we would not have a Western civilization. We'll see you next time.
The Benjamin Dixon Show is only possible with listener support. Go to www.thebenjamindixonshow.com to register for our blog and join the Progressive Army.
The Benjamin Dixon Show is only possible with listener support. Go to www.thebenjamindixonshow.com to register for our blog, join the Progressive Army, and support The Benjamin Dixon Show. It's Ben Dixon! If you like this episode, be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Consider becoming a Patreon. Go to www.patreon.com/The BPD Show and support The Benjamin Dixon Show.